All right, good morning, cyber friends. This is Mitty Man coming at you again from Walker Studio. Give God all the praise and honor as usual. Never take any of His glory away from Him. We just want to say here tonight or early this morning. I know everybody's saying, Mitty Man, how come you're not in bed? Well, guess what? Mitty Man wired up, can't go to sleep. So I know I have services in a few hours, but nevertheless, we'll be all right. I wanted to do something here. I wanted to make a tribute here on this morning. Um, this is month is the anniversary 4 years ago that my grandma made her way into the presence of God, and we wanted to say that we were trying to give her a big shout out and give her a tribute of being graduated 4 years, passed away. I don't like to say that word passed away, but she moved on into the presence of the Almighty God back in 2015. And we just wanted to give her a big shout out on this here particular morning. My mind been on a lot lately. Matter of fact, people, you got to understand something that, see, I was raised mostly by my grandmama and my great grandmama. They raised up us older kids, my older siblings. Me, I'm the oldest out of all of my brothers and sisters on my mama and my dad's side. I'm the oldest. I'm the eldest, period. But on my mom's side, I have sisters and brothers under me, as well as on my dad's side. It's ten brothers and sisters under me. One of them has graduated on into the presence of the Lord on my mom's side, which is Amy. Amy passed away back in I believe it was 2012. I believe it was 2012. Amy passed, graduated from life unto life in the presence of our Lord. But one of the reasons why I wanted to say I'm giving this here big shout out to my grandma, which my grandma was named Leola Walker. Leola Walker is because of the fact that she raised up us older siblings. Now I got my younger brothers and sisters on my mom's side, which is Jeffrey and Latasha. Matter of fact, Jeffrey came before Latasha. In other words, but those are the two babies of my brothers and siblings on my mom's side. They, even though my grandma did have a hand in the raising of them as well, but not as much as the older kids. Me, starting from me all the way down to my sister Kathy. And like I say, my eldest, one of my sisters, Amy, she's graduated into the presence of the Lord, as well as my grandmama. Now we giving her a big shout out. Now, people, right now I was listening to a song earlier tonight. I listen to it all the time because it put me in the mind of my grandmama every time I listen to it. It's a song, some of you may know this. A lot of you may know this song, especially your older one. It's called Green Onions. Green Onions, yeah. That song came out the year I was born. And that is going to show you how old the song is. The song came out the year I was born in 1961. And it was my grandmama's favorite record. And believe you me, people, I tell you no lie. She could dance the dust off the floor on that song. Even up until her older age, she could yet dance. And she was just as lemon as a lemon stick. She was very flexible. She could dance, and she loved it, Green Onion. And every time I hear that song, it just automatically put me in the mind of my mom. This song was written by, some of you know him, Booker T. Jones. And Booker T and MG, they performed it and recorded it back in 1961. Like I said, this song came out the year I was born. And it was my grandmama's favorite song. And therefore, it became to be one of my favorites because I heard it all during my lifetime. I heard Green Onion. I love it to this day. And matter of fact, I saw Booker T play this song with a house band somewhere here not too long ago. It still sounds good. But at any rate, people, I just wanted to make certain that I come back to y'all and just give y'all, like I said, this is a big shout out to my grandma. Not just overlooking anybody, but like I said, I wanted to make certain that I come back. Y'all got to understand, Mitty Man, I'm very grateful. I'm more grateful today than I've been in a lot of years past. I'm more grateful, people, because I've seen some things. I understand some things now where I didn't understand before. I fully understand to a degree now. I appreciate. Let me say, don't. I don't want any of y'all to get offended just because sometimes. Don't get offended at me, man. Just because maybe if I forget to mention your name on anything about do, whether it's video form or music form or whatever. I'm trying to do a lot of things right now. I got a lot of things on my plate. I'm trying to get some things done. And God knows I love and thank God for each and every one of you, all of you that I've met online since I've been online. And that's been ever since 1998. I started with this technology thing, and God knows it started out, like I told y'all, it started out from the beginning with Brother Hammerman and Sister Kate. Those were the first two that I actually connected with. If I'm not mistaken, those were the very early two, and I remember correctly that they stuck with me throughout the years. Right about now, I've lost touch a little bit with Brother Hammerman again, and we praying for him, whatever he might be undertaking right now. I believe that he will be back with me pretty soon. And Sister Kate, I just heard from Sister Kate the other day via email. She commented on one of the videos I put up. So we thank God for Sister Kate. And like I said, I thank God for each and every one of y'all. There's so many of you that I appreciate, and which is, let me tell you like this, I appreciate every one of you. But sometimes I may pay tribute, like tonight or this morning, I should say. I'm paying tribute to to my grandmama. Well, see, I'm not throwing away my great grandmama. Cause matter of fact, I had a great grandmama, very great. I mean, in the word itself, great, very great. I'm not putting her down. As well as I had two great grandmas. One by marriage, one natural. My great grandmom on my mom's side, which her name was Cora Feaster. That was her maiden name. What came to be Cora Feaster Marshall. You older generation, some of y'all know who I'm talking about, cause they your auntie and whatnot. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So if I don't say anything, if I don't call your name per se, and this going to all of my family members, every one of you, don't think that I'm overlooking you. I am not overlooking you. I just let me get around to it, and I'll get around to a video with your name in it as well. But don't feel threatened because, or don't feel run over because I may not mention your name. And that's how come a lot of time I hate. Excuse me, y'all. This here, I believe this old allergy trying to kick in with me again today, but we gonna rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Because that thing did me so bad the other couple of days. 2 days in a row I suffered bad with it. But nevertheless, let me get back to what I was saying. I don't want y'all to feel that I'm overlooking you because I'm not. Please don't ever feel like that. All of you, my cyber friend, I appreciate every one of you. And even though sometimes I forget to call out certain names, believe it or not, I forget to call out certain names, and I know that, and I'm not, I hate it. But all of you, you know who y'all, all of you. And see, right now, I don't want to start calling names again because, see, I may still leave out somebody. So I'm saying, if I have ever been connected to you, Middle Man appreciate you. Middle Man appreciate you. And like I said, tonight was a tribute to my grandma. And like I said, her love for music. She loved it, that Green Onion, Booker T and MGs. If y'all want to hear a good song, go and search it out on YouTube. Search for Green Onion, Booker T and MGs, and you'll see why perhaps my grandmama loved that song so well. So, like I said, on yesterday, I had to go out and play for a funeral at my home church. The mother of my church, Sister Minnie C. Sibley. Her daughter graduated into the presence of the Lord as well. And we had her funeral on yesterday at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church at 1 o'clock. And I did not get a chance to even greet Sister Sibley, the mother of my church. I'm a deacon, but I didn't get a chance. Like I said, people, y'all, I've been down last year. And I'm yet not 100%, but I thank God I'm much better than what I was. But nevertheless, I didn't get a chance to greet Sister Sibley, which I will. She will need me now more than ever after the fact. Because see, it's after the day, everything gonna get quiet around the house. And she's gonna need our prayers and our talk and get our phone calls and keep her uplifted in spirit now more than ever. Because during the time, everybody was about it. During that week coming up to that funeral, everybody be dropping by the house and everything. And so a lot of times they don't even have time to talk to you on the telephone anyway. So it's just best to just wait until after the fact and then be a consolation to those people after the fact. That's what we're going to do to our mother, my mother, our church, and we saying God bless her and God hold her and keep her. So Sibyl, if she ever sees this video, if she get a chance to see this video, our prayers are with you and for you. And we're going to continue to pray for you. And you continue to pray for us as being the mother of our church. At this point, people, I want to cut it off right here. I want to say that we had, like I said, we are between pastors right now. And they had our former pastor, one of our former pastors came today and preached the funeral of our sister, Reverend David Johnson. Reverend David Johnson came and he preached the funeral today, and all of you that know Reverend David Johnson, now he's gonna preach, and that he did do. And so we just thank God. We're going to continue to pray for him and his strength and his health and strength and everything, and his wife as well as his church down in Bainbridge and everything. We just thank God for him as well as we thank God for our former pastor. We just now recently moved on. Our pastor Dr. Donna D. Green and his wife, always call her First Lady. We are crazy about them. Always will be. Nothing can change that. Another church assignment ain't changed nothing with me and Middleman. Ain't changed nothing with me. I'm just as crazy about them now as I ever was and ever will be. We are going to continue to keep them in our prayer. So with that being said, I'm going to cut this off right here and let y'all know really and truly that this is a tribute to my grandma, Miss Leola Walker. This is the 4th year this month where she graduated and went on into the presence of our Lord. Well, she's not forgotten by a long shot. And I just want to let everybody know, all of you, y'all, pray for Middleman. Pray for Middleman. Middleman going to pray for y'all, each and every one of you. And don't get offended. Let me mention this, because I already been confronted by this. Because of the fact that I made mention of 3 of my champions, I said these are 3 of my champions. John Corbett, Dr. John Corbett, Ella Jean King, and Chief Tom Mark. Let me tell y'all something. I said they were 3 of my champions. That's why I said these are 3 of my champions. But I got confronted by some people. I think they got offended of that. And God knows, don't be offended of that, y'all. I got plenty of champions, but these are 3 that really had a lot of impact on my life from early childhood on up to this present time. I mean, really. And there's a lot of others that had impact, but I can't talk about everybody at the same time. Don't get offended, people. Please don't get offended. We love each and every one of you. But these are 3 that I had to mention at that particular point in time. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Because there are a lot of people that was in my life. A lot of people that are still in my life that I treasure. Let me tell y'all something. You cannot call out everybody's name every time you get on Facebook or YouTube. You cannot do that. And I see a lot of people, they do certain things on Facebook, and just because I don't see my name mentioned or nothing, I don't feel bad. I know who I've touched on. I know who I've made a difference to, and people that have, that if you ain't, like Jesus said, if you ain't against us, you for us. So in other words, you don't have to call my name. And you don't have to comment on everything I do. No. No, I already know just about who's for me and who's against me. And that's not the whole point, people. That's not the whole point. Let's forget about all that. Let's just learn to enjoy our lives the best we can. Like right now, I'm up, here it is, like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's after 4. And I got church service this morning. But I'm up, and I'm geared up and wired up to the T. Why? Because there's something that I want to do. I got something that motivates me, that sparks me, to keep me going like this. Now, is it good for me? Not all the time. But believe you me, people, I took me a good rest. I took me a good nap, very good nap. So I'm not very exhausted. But we just thank God for each and every one of you. And y'all remember, if Middleman don't call your name, don't worry about it. Middleman ain't forgotten you. But it just wasn't. It just wasn't at that time. I had my mind on something else at that particular point in time. Y'all bear with old Bitty Man. Bitty Man ain't as sharp as it used to be. You know, hey, Bitty Man's getting older too. I'm not that 20-year-old guy I used to be. In other words, I'm getting a little older, and my mind gets. I lose a little consciousness on my mind side sometimes, just as well as anybody else. But we are yet kicking, and that's the main thing that makes the most difference. So this is what been a tribute to my grandma Leola Walker, and I ain't gonna never forget her. And one day we will all have a great reunion. We gonna all have a great reunion one day, people. Cause I do believe that it's just a matter of time, and God gonna wind this thing up, and He's gonna bring us all where we need to be in Him. And I think that this world gonna be a great place once Jesus clean it up again and put us back here over dominion like we should have had from the beginning. That much I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna cut it off right here because I will go until 6 o'clock in the morning telling about this, and I need to do some music, people. I got a couple of things I need to try to get done. So with that being said, this is old Mitty Man saying, from me to you, we love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And until the next video and next Bible study, whichever comes first, peace and good morning.